For the Republic by Wanderer 101, Chapter 1. For the Republic, O great blue skies and emerald plains, where freedom and justice prevails with courage and strength, well to fight to end for liberty and the world, except from him of liberty, United Republic Anthem, FTR. 4005 BC, a man that answers only to the name Wanderer joins a tribe of nomads in what is today the Republic mainland. The man is set with suspicious early on, but quickly wins the tribe's trust and respect with his kind nature and charisma. In a mere 2 years, he has become the leader of the tribe. 4000 BC, the wanderer leads the tribe to the coast and teaches them something that will change their very way of life, farming, with the knowledge on how to grow their own food. The tribe settles down on the coast and builds a small settlement. They name this new settlement the Republic City. 3990 BC, Republic City starts to grow as people begin to start families and other nomads join the town. It is then that citizens start to notice their leader has not aged a day since he joined their tribe. The townspeople, however, shrug this new bit of information off since the wanderer is a just and wise leader. If he didn't age, shouldn't that make things better? 3900 BC. It is now 100 years since Republic City's founding. It is now confirmed the Wanderer does not age like a normal person. This largely went with indifference since the people have experienced 100 years of prosperity. 3800 BC. The Wanderer begins to spread the ideas of liberty to the people of Republic City. 3700 BC. An elected group of citizens known as the Council is formed to help the Wanderer run Republic City. The Senate's first order of business is sending teams of settlers to build a town in a resource-rich natural bay north of Republic City. The town is named Liberty City. 3550 BC. The people of Republic City began following a religion based upon the respect of worship of the earth and the mineral bounties she has gifted humanity. The new religion, called the Earth Mother, quickly spreads to Liberty City. 3500 BC. Liberty City has, until this point, there was its own separate settlement with a small council to run things. The sign of the Charter of Freedom changed all of that. Liberty City was now a part of the newly formed United Republic of States. The Wanderer is named a head council. 3400 BC. While research west for new lands, the Republic encountered its first new nation. The city-state Mogadishu is insular and has no desire for expansion. Despite this, its leaders are open to forming an alliance. 3399 BC. The citizens of Mogadishu are shocked when they learn the Republic's leader, the Wanderer, is immortal. Likewise, the Republic citizens are stunned to learn that Mogadishu doesn't have an immortal leader. 3275 BC. The Republic Island is fully charted. 3150 BC. After years of construction, the Great Library of Republic City is complete. The library contains all the accumulated knowledge of the Republic for anyone's use. This causes an explosion of knowledge which propels the Republic from what is now known as the Ancient Era to the Classical Era. 2500 BC. A temple to the Earth Mother has been built in Republic City. Thousands come to see the newly dubbed Parthenon. A painting of the main architect showing the temple to Mogadishu delegates is placed inside. It is held as the world's first great work of art. 2300 BC. Aspiring writers from all over the Republic are asked to join the Republic City Writers Guild. 2100 BC. A third city is founded in the San Andreas Desert on the southwestern section of the island. The city of Los Santos quickly becomes an important city with its gold and copper resources, along with a large crater nearby that has scientists flocking to it in droves. 2000 BC. A great prophet is born in Republic City. The techniques of the prophet leads to the creation of a brand new religion called Protestantism. The Earth Mother religion is absorbed into this new one. 1500 BC. A trireme is built and sent on a journey to explore the rest of the world. Almost immediately into the journey, they discover a small island home to a single city-state. The city-state of Hanoi greets the explorers warmly. Unlike Mogadishu, which is mostly maritime, Hanoi is a military society. In exchange for protection, they will regularly send some of their people to join the Republic military. Lacking the drive to build a formidable military themselves, the Republic readily accepts. 1250 BC, the Republic now begins following the teachings of aestheticism. 1000 BC, a new civilization is found on a large island south of the Republic. The explorers are excited at first, but later remark they wish they never even found it. The Kingdom of Nazi Germany asks the Republicans to bask in the glory of their most treasured resource, their immortal god King Adolf Hitler. The Germans raise an eyebrow when the Republicans mention their leader is immortal too. This intrigues Hitler enough that he requests a meeting with the Wanderer. Both leaders would later say that the meeting was the most unpleasant thing they had to ever experience. Hitler thinks the Wanderer is a naive fool for believing in things like democracy and freedom, while the Wanderer thinks Hitler's a warmongering dictator. They avoid turning their polite discussion into a shouting match because they both realize their immortality means they will be dealing with each other for a long time, and it's not good for either civilization to hate each other off the bat. A city-state near Germany called Florence makes a friendly contact. 750 BC. A writer by the name of Lewis Carroll composes Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. The story is an immediate success and is hailed as a great work. 350 BC. In honor of over 3,000 years of just leadership, a bronze statue of the Wanderer is erected in Republic Harbor. The Colossus of the Republic beckons immigrants from all nations to seek a better life. A young immigrant from Florence by the name of Leonardo da Vinci paints the Mona Lisa. The young artist is given national acclaim, and the painting is set up in the Great Hall of the Wanderer's Mansion. 200 BC, the National College of the Republic opens in Liberty City. The United Republic leaves the classical era and enters the medieval era. 100 BC, a Protestant temple called the Hagia Sophia is built in Los Santos. At the opening ceremony, the Protestant church adds new tenets to its faith. January 1st, 0 CE. The Republic Council approves the use of a brand new calendar. Citizens across the Republic celebrate to what is to be a bright future. 100 CE, another civilization to the north is discovered. The Queen Catherine of the Russian Empire greets the Wanderer with more warmth than he received in Germany. Unlike the religious vacuum that was Nazi Germany, the Russians followed Eastern Orthodoxy. The two remark of the similarities of their chosen religions. 150 CE. Citizens inspired by Da Vinci's work found the Republic City Artists Guild. 200 CE. Notre Dame Cathedral is built in Liberty City. 300 CE. Astronomers get better at navigation by the stars. With this new knowledge, the Republic can reliably travel into the deep ocean without coastlines to guide them. The Council commissions a new type of ship to make use of this discovery. Caravel Christine, the URS Republic City is christened and sent out west. This investment pays out with the discovery of a small island west of the Republic. The island doesn't have much in the way of resources, but the council sees it as a worthwhile investment. The island is, however, inhabited by tribes of barbarians. Settlement of the island is put off until the military can combat them without any risk. 301 CE, a wave of knowledge and understanding flows throughout the Republic, spurred by the founding of a public university system and the influx of immigrants from other nations. The Republic has entered the Renaissance era. 400 CE, the Sistine Chapel is built in Republic City. It immediately becomes the headquarters for the Protestant religion. The wanderer begins offering rewards for new scientific discoveries. Religion is still an important part of Republic society, but rationalism is practiced by many. 450 CE, another civilization is discovered east of the United Republic. The Empire of Rome is cautious at first. The leader, Emperor Julius Caesar, accepts a republic embassy but doesn't do much outside of quiet observation. 475 CE, Republic City Musicians Guild is founded. 500 CE, the Globe Theater opens in Liberty City to thousands of eager player-goers. 550 CE, warfare as the world knows it is changed as the United Republic invents gunpowder. The Republican Army forms the Minutemen Corps, which is made entirely of soldiers wielding gunpowder-based weapons. The Minutemen Corps head to the barbarian-controlled islands and begins a campaign to open it to colonization. 560 CE, half the island has been taken from the barbarians. A city is founded on the Republican side. Support from the newly formed city of Delta City helps move the Republicans' advance forward. 570 CE, Roman missionaries spreads the religion of Catholicism to Nazi Germany. Germany's pantheon is quickly swallowed up by the more powerful Roman religion, and soon all the German mainland becomes Catholic except for Protestant Florence. 580 CE, the Romans quietly ask for a bit of gold to help their struggling economy, since the Republic's economy is booming and they want to foster friendly relations. They accept. 600 CE, after charting most of the world, the Republic exploratory ships find one last civilization, the Republic of Carthage, and its leader, head council Dido, warmly greet the United Republic's explorers, treating them to a lavish dinner in exchange for stories about their own land and those of other nations. On a different part of the world, Republic soldiers destroyed the remaining pockets of barbarian resistance. The ones that surrendered are allowed to join Republic society. The ones that didn't are imprisoned. The city of Steelport is founded opposite of Delta. 650 CE, Republic missionaries spread Protestantism to Carthage. With a severe lack of any religion, Carthage readily accepts the religion. 700 CE, the Republic gathers all of the world's leaders together. The Republic City for the first ever meeting of the League of Nations with the Wanderer as its host. The League discusses trade rights and land claims before dismissing. 900 CE, a church tower is built in Los Santos, but a poor foundation causes it to lean. The embarrassed architect looks to reclaim his honor, so he builds the greatest art museum in the world in Liberty City. Uffizi soon becomes the city's most visited attraction. 1200 CE, the Republic begins to heavily industrialize, making use of a previously ignored resource, coal. Steelport is found to have large amounts of coal, and Hanoi is found to have some deposits which they are happy to allow the Republic access to. The industrial era is now in full swing. 1300 CE, a nationwide public education system is established. Oxford University, established in Republic City, becomes a symbol for this new educational reform. 1500 CE, factories spring up all across the Republic. The great change the Republic has experienced in recent years calls for a restructuring in government. The council is reorganized to have two councillors instead of one from each state, and the Wanderer's title is changed from head council to president. 1600 CE, the Louvre Museum is constructed in Los Santos. It shows off art and artifacts from all corners of the earth. 1700 CE, the Smithsonian Institute opens in Republic City. The self-proclaimed nation's attic has artifacts ranging from the Wanderer's sword from the nomadic days of the Republic to the musket that fired the very last shot of the barbarian purge. 1800 CE, relations between Carthage and the Republic grow closer with the signing of special trade agreements and an open border treaty. 1820 CE, Rome asked the Republic to declare war on Russia. The Republic refuses. 1830 CE, Republic diplomat in Germany reports fleets are moving towards Carthage. Head Council Dido is informed, and as a precaution, a defensive pact between the Republic and Carthage is signed. This thus little to deter the Germans who declare war on Carthage. The Republic gets word of Russians and Romans going to war with each other. The First World War has begun. 1831 CE, the battle on the high seas is fought between the German and Republic navies. The Republic is decades ahead of the Germans in terms of technology. Republic ironclads square off against frigates and caravels, but is vastly outnumbered. Dozens of German ships are sunk, but the Republic must withdraw to friendly territory after intense damage. German troops are free to attack Carthage. 1832 CE, the Battle of Utek ends in Carthaginian victory after the Germans got bogged down in siege warfare. The smaller but slightly more technologically advanced Carthaginians rally to defend the city. Licking their wounds, the Germans prepare for a second assault. 1833 CE, Germany doesn't get the chance when the Republic ironclads return, but this time they are joined by a large metal ship with huge cannons. The newest breakthrough in military technology, the Liberty-class battleship, is designed to be the final word in naval warfare. The German frigates and caravels are sunk from the distance they can't even comprehend. Troop ships are easy prey for Republic ironclads and Carthaginian caravels. Troops still on Carthaginian soil are destroyed by offshore battleships. 1834 CE, after losing large amounts of its military might, Germany reluctantly goes to the negotiation table. Hitler, much to the amusement of Dido and the Wanderer, signs a treaty that awards the Republic and Carthage large amounts of gold/resources reparations. 1835 CE, the loss of those resources and with their treasury empty, the German people rebel against Hitler's rule. 1836 CE, the German city of Munich secedes and immediately requests to join the United Republic. Taken aback, the Republic accepts, and the city of Munich is renamed Stillwater. 1836 CE, The loss of Munich allows Hitler to get the economy in an acceptable condition. Not only that, but most of the rebels were from Munich. Lacking the strength, justification, and support to take back Munich, Hitler grudgingly lets the issue go. 1838 CE, the war between Russia and Rome ends with the Roman occupation of St. Petersburg. The First World War is over. In a show of thanks for 1840 CE, in a show of thanks for Republic's support in the war, Carthage constructs the statue in Liberty City Harbor. The Statue of Liberty is inscribed with a poem asking all those seeking a better life for their families to come to the Republic. A new immigration wave starts. 1850 CE, the League of Nations has another meeting, this time inviting city-states. The Republic still has the majority of votes with its allied cities and Carthaginian support. The League believes an international sports competition would be key to raising world morale, which has been lower than normal since the end of the war. 1855 CE, large amounts of theaters and music hall open on Broadway in Liberty City after the city council issued a rent reduction for cultural entertainment in that section of the city. 1860 CE, the international games are held in Republic City to millions of spectators from around the world. The United Republic wins 5 gold medals. Germany 4, Rome 4, Carthage 3, and Russia participates in the Parade of Nations but doesn't win any medals. The success of the games prompts the League to plan a World's Fair. 1870 CE, the Eiffel Tower constructed in Delta City. A top-secret airbase is built in the San Andreas Desert outside Los Santos. Codenamed Area 51, the base develops new types of military aircraft for the Republic. 1900 CE, the World's Fair is held in Republic City. 1910 CE, a statue of a key figure of the Protestant religion is constructed in Steelport in an attempt to increase recognition and tourism for the city. Tourism is increased slightly, but in terms of recognition, Steelport's role increases exponentially. The city becomes the main supplier for the Republic Navy. Kills for a new destroyer, Battleship, and 2 submarines are laid down. 1920 CE, the Republic military moves its administration center to the newly built Pentagon in Republic City. 1925 CE, a special project is begun in Los Santos. The Los Santos project is expected to bear fruit in a decade at least. 1930 CE, in a surprise move, Rome declares war on Carthage. The defensive pact between the Republic and Carthage assures the Republic immediate involvement. Many expect a quick victory like that against Hitler, but military analysts aren't so sure. Unlike the Germans, the Romans aren't that far behind in technology, with them being a good way along in their own industrial revolution. Not only that, but in terms of ship numbers, the Romans have the Republic outgunned 3-1. 1931 CE, the Battle of the T Archipelago is fought in a small archipelago east of Republic City. A small detachment of Rome Navy hoping to catch the Republic off guard are met by a Republic fleet hoping to do the same thing to the Romans. The Romans were routed after coming under fire, but not after sinking one of the Republic's battleships. The URS Knowledge went down with all hands when a shot from a Roman ironclad hit her ammo supply. 1932 CE. Unknown to the Romans, the loss of the Knowledge was a bigger blow than they anticipated. The Republic could build a dozen more battleships by the end of the year if they worked towards it. The problem was that the Republic couldn't work towards it. The main reason the Republic got to this point is that it focuses much of its attention to improving its own territory, then expanded militarily or otherwise. Germany settled on every little bit of land they could find, and due to that, their economy and society was near its breaking point. That was why Stillwater, or as it was once known as Munich, succeeded and joined the Republic. They saw the coming storm and didn't plan on sticking around. Diplomats to Rome said on the outside the country looked prosperous, but in the halls of government it was a different story. Rome's treasury had always hovered near total bankruptcy, but the moves by Russia to ban many of the resources that Rome's economy was based on pushed it over the edge. Rome invaded Russia in the First War time to gain some of the Russians' coal. Their invasion of Carthage was to gain access to resources like tea or cocoa to revitalize their economy. The Romans hoped they could take enough Carthaginian territory to force them, and by extension the Republic, to the negotiation table. The diplomats did warn that Rome has been making a lot of promises to Germany and Russia. 1933 CE, Germany and Russia formed an alliance with Rome under the promise that after the war, pieces of the United Republic would be given to them. The thoughts of having sections of the very prosperous republic under their banners was too tempting, so Nazi Germany and Russia signed declarations of war against Carthage and the Republic. The Second World War has begun. 1934 CE. The aircraft carrier URS Defender sits off the coast of Germany. The ship carries a complement of B-17 flying fortresses. The B-17s provide support to the ground troops in Stillwater, who go on to push through Germany, which never quite recovered from the last war. Berlin is subject to heavy bombing. The Republic Navy submarines are given full run of the Russian coastline. The URS Mirnir, Logos, and Morpheus raises all kinds of hell upon Russia. 1936 CE, a team of Hannoian mercenaries are deployed in Germany. They are able to fight the German Workmindet with relative ease. Under support from Republic planes and tanks, the Hannoians carve a path into the heart of Germany until they stand outside the city of Berlin. There they are met by a German colonel named Klaus von Stauffenberg. The Republic forces are informed Hitler has gone into hiding with his most loyal citizens and troops. Not only that, but Germany has a new leader by the name of Otto von Bismarck. Much to the wonder surprise, Bismarck is immortal like the other nations, but has no idea of his own origins. Bismarck does prove to be a shrewd negotiator by getting the Wanderer to accept a peace treaty that keeps Germany from paying any reparations, though this is mainly due to Germany needing those resources to rebuild and the Republic's rush to redeploy the troops from the German front to the Russian and Roman fronts. 1937 CE. Despite the war, life in the United Republic continues normally. This is event with the completion of the Great Opera House in Delta City. In Republic City, the Wanderer commissions the creation of a special defense division after getting reports of Roman spies trying to hack into Republic systems. Called the Great Firewall of the Republic by many, its implementation makes it next to impossible to spy in Republic cities. 1950 CE. The United Republic drops a nuclear bomb on Ravenna. This scares Caesar enough that he goes to the negotiation table. St. Petersburg will be returned to Russia. Rome and Russia are to pay reparations for starting the war. 1941 CE. Fearing the other nations are getting too close to the Republic's tech level, The Senate allows private research companies with government funding, but all technologies produced belong to Republic military and cannot enter the civilian market unless permission is given. Despite these rules, two large science companies all open: Aperture Science in Delta City and Black Mesa in Los Santos. 1950 CE, the CN Tower is built in Steelport. 1955 CE, the United Republic lands a man on the moon. 1960 CE, dreams of an extragalactic colony causes the Wanderer to shift more funding towards space exploration. 1962 CE, Black Mesa performs energy weaponry. The blaster isn't ready for mass production, so it's only given to special forces. 1963 CE, not wanting to be outdone, Aperture Science creates robotic servants able to be owned by the common man. By the end of the year, at least 25% of private citizens owns a robot. 1969 CE, the United Republic builds a large space station in Earth's orbit, and to the surprise of the other nations, allow them access. This international space station pushes the other nations technologically forward by leaps and bounds, but it is still nowhere near the Republic's. 1972 CE, the United Republic lands on Mars. 1973 CE, in a close meeting, the Wanderer reveals to the other nations what astronauts found on Mars: alien ruins from a species called the Protheans. The Wanderer proposes the creation of an organization dedicated to defending Earth from extraterrestrial threats. After some discussion, the nations of Earth signed the XCON Charter. The XCON organization will be based and supplied by the Republic, but answers to a council consistent of all the world leaders. 1984 CE, Aperture shows off its newest creation, artificial intelligence. The AI habits a robot body and is not self-aware. The AI gains knowledge at a rapid rate. 1985 CE, while being shown to the Wanderer and the Senate, the AI asks, "Do I have a soul?" While everybody else is shocked into silence, the Wanderer responds with, If you can ask that question, then you do." 1988 CE. The Synthetic Rights Bill is signed into law. It states any and all non-organic beings that are classified as self-aware are given the rights accorded to any organic human. 1995 CE. The number of synthetic humans is recorded at 100,000 at the latest census. The first AI, who goes by the name Gladys, has herself baptized into the Protestant religion, who up until that point didn't know what to think about them. It is eventually decided that despite being made by the hands of man, they are still children of God. January 1st, 2000 CE. People all across the world reflect on the past 2,000 years, none more so than the immortal world leaders. Despite their many differences and past scuffles, they agree to let bygones be bygones and work towards a bright future, not only for their people but humanity as a whole. They renamed the League of Nations into the United Nations to symbolize their new relationship. 2010 CE, a colony is placed on Mars under the authority of the United Nations. Other nations found their own colonies, but the City of Unity remains the largest. 2025 CE, a joint project between Aperture Science and Black Mesa creates a method of faster-than-light space travel. The hyperdrive allows humanity to found colonies outside their solar system. 2300 CE, the first extrasolar colony is found by Rome with help from the Republic. Terra Nova becomes the de facto Roman capital despite the world leaders assuring their people they won't abandon Earth for the stars. That still doesn't stop Caesar from building a summer home equipped with fully staffed administration facilities on Terra Nova. 2500 CE. Miners on Charon discover that the moon is really an alien device encased in ice. Scientists eagerly flock to the device but are dismayed to find it destroyed in an unusable state. Evidence points to it being deliberately destroyed, most likely by the Protheans. Over the years, similar devices are found all around human space, but all of them are destroyed. In unrelated news, XCOM gets a boost in funding. 2100 CE, humanity now has 24 colony worlds, largest of which is the Republic Eden Prime, with a population of over 2 billion. 2157 CE, the United Republic Space Force gets a distress signal from the Hanonian colony world Vietnam. A Republic survey vessel was fired upon by an alien race. The ships managed to get away and flee to Vietnam. The colony is currently under siege and requests support. The URSF sends the Fifth Fleet, backed up by the United Nations Space Force First Peacekeeping Fleet and the entirety of the XCOM fleet. My fellow Republicans, we are at war. I have just received word that a survey fleet was fired upon by an alien species. Not only that, but they have laid siege to the Hanoi colony of Vietnam. The Senate has given me full emergency power to teach this species the consequence of attacking the Republic and her allies. I don't know if they understand the concept of fear, but they will know it. This I swear to you, they will know it. Except from the Wanderers We Are at War speech, October 24th, 2157. Republic City, Republic State, Earth. End of Chapter 1. For the Republic by Wanderer 101, Chapter 2, Civilopedia 1, Proteanism, Pantheon Belief, Earth Mother, Founder Belief, Church Property, Follower Belief, Cathedrals and choral music, and Chanter Belief, Religious Texts, Reformation Belief, To the Glory of God. Wanderers, Republic City, Great Library, Parthenon, Colossals, Sistine Chapel, Oxford University, Smithsonian Institute, Mod, Great Firewall, XCOM Headquarters, Mod, Liberty City, National College, Notre Dame, Globe Theater, Uffizi, State of Liberty, Broadway, Los Santos, Hagia Sophia, Leaning Tower of Pisa, Louvre, Area 51, Mod, Black Mesa, Mod, Hermitage, Delta City, Eiffel Tower, Sydney Opera House, Aperture Science, Mod, Steelport, Christ the Redeemer, CN Tower, Great Works in Possession of United Republic, Writing, Aesop, Fables, Carthage, Dante Alighieri, The Divine Comedy, Jane Austen, Pride and Prejudice, L. Frank Baum, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, Lewis Carroll, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, Charles Dickens, A Christmas Carol, Alexandre Dumas, Les Trois Mousquetaires, Russia, Homer, Odyssey, Rome, Rudyard Kipling, Barack Room Ballads, Herman Melville, Moby Dick, Nazi Germany, Edgar Allan Poe, The Raven, Mary Shelley, Frankenstein, Nazi Germany, Julius Verne, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, Russia, H.G. Wells, The Time Machine, Art, Lawrence Alma Tadema, Fides showing the frieze of the Parthenon to his friends, Sandre Botticelli, The Birth of Venice, Rome, Peter Bruegel the Elder, Tower of Babel, Carthage, Michelangelo Buonarroti, God Creating Adam, Samuel F.B. Morse, The Gallery of the Louvre, Leonardo da Vinci, Mona Lisa, Grant Wood, American Gothic music, Johann Sebastian Bach, Brandenburg Concerto, Ludwig van Beethoven, Fifth Symphony, Johannes Brahms, Hungarian Dance Number 5, William Byrd, Agnes Day, Michael Jackson, Billie Jean, Franz Liszt, Hungarian Rhapsody, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, Ein klein Nachtmusik, Modest Mussorgsky, Night on Bald Mountain, Johann Strauss II, Die Fledermaus, Piotr Ilyin Tchaikovsky, 1812 Overture, Richard Wagner, Die Walker, Complete Social Policies, Liberty, Theses, Rationalism, Patronage, Exploration, Piety, States of the Republic, Republic State, Republic City, Liberty State, Liberty City, San Andreas, Los Altos, Delta State, Delta City, Stillwater State, Stillwater, Luna State, the City of Luna, Mars State, Eos, Eden Prime, Colombia, Mindor, Dakota City, Archer Station, Freedom's Progress, Horizon, New Liberty. Numerous planets and stations have applied for statehood but have been denied due to small size / population and / or lack of infrastructure, government structure. President for eternity, the Wanderer. Senate, 24 senators, 2 from each state. The Supreme Court, 9 justices, 3 elected by popular vote, 3 maintained by Senate, 3 appointed by Wanderer. End of Civilization PETA 1. Oh, by the way, I'm adding at the end of this chapter, I'm sorry for all the horrible pronunciations that I said. I know they were bad, and it's just I probably won't fix it later on because I am lazy and most likely chance will forget. And when it comes to other languages, I'm pretty horrible. I know it's history, whether if it's ours altered a tiny bit or not. It's just still a tiny bit hard to pronounce the names, and that's all.